tell me the guy?
Alright, listen. This man of Nuwaubians is out here with Royal of the original A and B bookstore, now called Official Connection. He's making the distinction that Afroo Oonoo and Dr. York are not the same person. Alright, according to Roy, he's saying that Afroo Oonoo passed away and that his wife, Joy, has a lot of books that's unfinished, and we're in the process of trying to get in contact. Just for the record, Roy, please let them know that according to you, from your own eyes.
I met him over and over. I met him. He used to bring the books almost every month. He come to the store and bring and get paid. And
right. And so
like he used to bring too. Like he used to put the book himself too.
Right.
Type it up.
Right. So Afroo Oonoo and Dr. York are two different individuals. Okay. According to the one who's been knowing, how long you been knowing Afroo Oonoo before he passed?
Yeah, I know him about just around 15 years.
All right. 15 years. So we just for the record. Someone who actually met with the man and his wife said there are two different people. I don't know what y'all gonna do with that. I'm just here to bring the fact. That's it.
I don't know what to say.
Here to talk about Dr. York, but that's somebody different.
I mean, because there's always been a battle between is he the same person?
Right.
Maybe they write the same style.
Right.
Writing, but
okay. Well, we're definitely going to try to follow up with more information on this, but
I'll try my best to get his wife number.
Okay, we're going to try our best to get in contact with you.
Right, because we want to stop this.
Even an address too, because we'll take the plane flight down there just to see her.
Right, just so she ain't got to travel way up here.
It's somewhere in New Jersey. I'll look for the number on the address because, you know.
All right, we appreciate that, Red. So make sure when you got your copy of what's going on, or when you get your copy, and this is just in case you shoot. Right. And this is the number right here for us. Yeah, we got the number in here too. So, and this is the number in here. So this is, and that's for her. Matter of fact, make sure.
Young forever.
Asking all them questions. Why you asking all them questions? Making statements. Who? Asking all them questions. Asking all them questions. Why you asking all them questions? Making statements. Who?
True peace, everybody. Y'all know who it is. It's Creeple, Carde Nupu. I'm just making this video to shut this down because I don't know. I just feel like we've come to this point where just definition of words is like a huge issue for people. So here it says, this was a question that was posted April 10th at 9:43 p.m. This was this year. And it says, who is the writer of this presentation? The writer of this correct information is Afroo Oonoo, who is a philosopher, writer, and messenger of Nuwaubians. And for the benefit of the listening audience, Afroo Oonoo is spelled Afroo and Noonoo. It's not Afro Ono. It's not Afroo Oonoo or Ono to the Afro. It's Afroo Oonoo. It says Afroo Oonoo is originally from the Sudan in motherland Africa, and he definitely is a member of the African race, also called the black race. You personally need to know the writer of this positive knowledge, not nearly so much as you need to know this correct information he has written. And for the benefit of the reading public, the name Afroo Oonoo is pronounced Afroo Oonoo. All us kinky-haired people are racial relatives by race and nature. Let it be remembered always and let it be known. So now they went on the Noponoon site, NOPONOONE.com. Make sure you go there. And it talks about how he was born November 23rd, 1926 in Oliver, Georgia. So the question at the bottom says, is Afroo Oonoo from Sudan or Oliver GA? Or is Afroo Oonoo someone different from Johnny Eugene Brown? Makes you wonder. It's okay. Clearly, people aren't understanding the difference between place of birth and place of origin. So I'm gonna help those out. You know, I'm not gonna like belittle anyone or whatever the case may be. Some people may not know, or some people may be reaching. Like in this case, people are reaching. Just like the dude from Nuwaubians.org, he just got donkey of the day from me because this was pure foolishness, and I'm gonna break down a lot of stuff that he's saying and show where wordplay is very important and how Afroo Oonoo wrote his books. Let's look at the word originally. Okay, so here it says originally. With respect to origin, by origin. Underneath it says originally he came from California. Then it says at the origin, at first. Originally this was to be in 3 volumes. In the first place, primarily. Originally nomads, they first learned agriculture from the missionaries. In an original novel or distinctively individual manner. That doesn't apply, but okay, it says archaic, from the beginning, from the first, inherently. Now we're going to look into the word origin. It says origin, ancestry, race, origin, race, arise, commencement, beginning, source, descent, lineage, birth, from the stem of oriri, arise, rise, get up, appear above the horizon, become visible, be born, be descended, receive life. Come forth, take origin, proceed, start. To rise, lift, raise. To set in motion, move. So this basically origin is where you are through ancestry and lineage. Just like in America today, a lot of people that are in America that have woolly hair by nature are of African descent. Which means that your origin is from Africa even though you live in the United States. Or even though you were born in the United States. Where you're born on the planet does not define your blood lineage entirely, because a lot of Africans are spread all around the world. But our blood still links back to Africa, period. Now we're going to go into place of origin, where something originated or was nurtured in its early existence. Exactly, origin, original, originated. It's all one and the same. It's expressing the beginning, the beginning of that bloodline. Now we're going into birth. It says, fact of being born, act of giving birth, a bringing forth by mother, childbirth. Afroo Oonoo never said that his mother gave birth to him physically in Sudan. He never said that. No Nuwaubians. Any Nuwaubians that you have run into that are Nuwaubians that are not in agreement with Dr. York and his foolery, I can say, even though there's things going on in certain areas, we can agree on this. That's one thing Nuwaubians are not confused about. We're not confused about origin and birth of Afroo Oonoo or of African people. There's no confusion there. Answer this very ignorant question again. Afroo Oonoo was physically born in Georgia. He has blood that links back to Sudan and Africa. All woolly-haired people on the earth have blood that link back to Africa. That's it. It's really not that hard. It's not hard to get. But now we're gonna move forward in the video.
Now I keep saying this to Tanu. I said, because Tanu, uses the obituary as also evidence.
Sure does.
It has memories and candles. You can see all this other stuff. We're going to get to the part where it starts reading, and it says, Johnny Eugene Brown was born on November 23rd, 1926 in Oliver, Georgia. Johnny Eugene Brown was born on November 23rd, 1926 in Oliver, Georgia.
Okay, so at this part, he does not say that he originated from Georgia, in Oliver, Georgia. He does not say that's his place of origin. He said that's his place of birth. So there's a difference. Y'all keep looking at the word "in" when he says that he was originally from Sudan in motherland Africa. Is Sudan not in motherland Africa? That's the whole point. Y'all need to pick up an encyclopedia, a dictionary, or something, because you put a whole video together and you're very illiterate. Let's continue.
Oliver, Georgia.
And I keep explaining to him, Tanu, Mr. Brown didn't write his own obituary.
He couldn't have it.
Right? No one does. Right? No one. So how's that evidence for Mr. Brown? Mr. Brown didn't put that out. So obviously his family keep pushing. And now we'll address with the family situation, but let's focus on Mr. Brown. Now, when you look at the obituary, it tells you where Mr. Brown is from.
It sure does.
He's from Georgia.
He sure is. And anyone who listens to the audio, you can definitely hear it. He never lost his accent.
Yeah, you can hear the southern accent.
Did York have a Sudanese accent, or a Riskian accent, or an accent from Ghana? No, he did not. And he said he was from all these places. So your accent does not identify blood lineage. Where your mother gives birth to you on the planet, outside of your origin, does not make that place your origin. Your origin is where your blood links back to. These dudes are so dumb. This is just ridiculous.
He ain't no Sudanese. That ain't no Sudanese accent, right?
Where's York's Sudanese accent? Where's his Riskian accent?
And so, but what's Tanu's excuse?
Well, they twisted and ad-lib what that means.
The only one twisting ad-libs are you guys. The word originally links back to origin and origination. That means that's where the start of his bloodline began. Through evolution, we eventually ended up in different parts of the world, but that does not make our blood less African. So now they're playing my video, which is still a factual video. Then you're gonna see how they don't know definitions of words.
Listen to reason.
And oh, by the way, thanks for sharing localnoon.com and find9news.com on your page, because I will not be sharing your website on mine.
The philosopher, writer, and messenger of this correct information was born with the given name of Johnny Eugene Brown. He was born Caucasian Christian year, November 23rd, 1926, in Oliver, Georgia, to the late John Howard and Daisy Lou Brown. He was the youngest of 11 children born out of this sacred union. After a rich and fruitful life, Johnny made his abrupt but peaceful transition from this earth plane on Caucasian Christian year, Tuesday, May 3rd, 2011, at approximately 4 o'clock a.m. He was originally meaning in terms of ancestry and lineage from the Sudan in motherland Africa, and he definitely was a member of the African race also called the black race.
First off, Nubi Ripu and Afroo Oonoo is the same person. Y'all just don't know that. And I emphasize ancestry and lineage because the word originally was used there. So based on my previous definitions in this video, it's showing that my use of the word originally and my use of putting the term through ancestry and lineage in the parentheses was correct. Y'all, right here it says what was originally written and spoken. What was originally spoken was he said he is originally from the Sudan in motherland Africa. So Google the word originally, open your encyclopedia, open your dictionary. It's not rocket science. And I'm done with y'all Nupu Ray dudes. One more thing that I like to address is where he was talking about how Afroo Oonoo's family put his obituary together. Who wouldn't know a person more than their own family? Y'all keep saying Nuwaubian was evidence, experience, and reasoning, and his family has evidence and experience with him. So using reason, you know that they can't be lying about this man's existence. York, y'all don't even believe when York's mother came out admitting that he was from Boston. Y'all don't even believe this man's birth certificate, so we don't expect you to believe the obituary. Y'all have descending reasoning. So let's look at how Dr. Malachi Z. York had spelled Amunnubi Rahkaptah. And if they're saying that he wrote the Bible interpretations and explanations, then why is his name spelled different than where it's the Amunnubi Rahkaptah that's on the book? Why is it spelled different? That's because he didn't write the book. Nobody's gonna forget their name on how to spell it. He purposely did this because he knew that he did not author the book. That's why when he wrote that letter from prison to Tarnoon, he said, "I am not the Amunnubi of the BIAE." He's some made-up Amunnubi. That's who Dr. York is, but he's not the Amunnubi who wrote those books. So now we look at the Bible Interpretations and Explanations Book 1, which is copywritten in 1967 by Amunnubi Rahkaptah, not Amunnubi Rahkaptah, or however they saying it and spelling it. Why is the spelling different? If he's the writer of this book, why would he spell his name so different? That's because he was not the writer. And y'all know that. Y'all just reaching. There's no way. And based on the timeline of his history and being in jail for statutory rape and all types of stuff like that, there's no way he could have put this booklet together. Now, if we look at the Liberator magazine, Amunnubi Rahkaptah, who was also Afroo Oonoo, had put a section of the Bible Interpretations book in this magazine in 1966. Do Nuwaubians have any record of Dr. York going to the Liberator magazine publishing company or whatever it's called and putting a section of the BIAE in this magazine? If you guys have any proof of this, which you will not have, please share. And anybody could take a look in this magazine and open your Bible Interpretations and Explanations book and see that this is the same. The words are the same, meaning that it's coming from the same book. And this is the ending section of that article or excerpt from the book. And it says, Amunnubi Rahkaptah, Brooklyn, New York. When did York go to the Liberator magazine and have an excerpt from the book published? When did he do that? This is showing more and more. All that video did was show that York was plagiarizing and impersonating people. Now, let's take a look at this group. It's called Who is Afroo Oonoo, R.I.P. Nupu. This site, this group was put together by a Nuwaubian named Jay Reese. He put it together after he was harassing Noonie dudes a while back about us showing his picture and things like that. At the time, we didn't want to, put his picture out because all that was going to happen was disrespect, which has happened anyway, which actually sucks. But the truth got to come out. However, it got to come out. So he had found the obituary, and he publicly put it out, but Noonie Boos already knew about it. So this is not. He was just feeling himself. As soon as he found the information, he made a whole group about it. And it says, Who is Afroo Oonoo? And then it starts Johnny Eugene Brown. So that right there is showing that Nuwaubians know that Afroo Oonoo and Dr. York is not the same person. Now, if you guys don't believe me, let me show the facts. Okay, so here it says by Neb. Shout out to Neb. It says, Jay Reese, are you the one who created this group? Jacquees Manning came in and he responded, who is a Nuwaubian. I don't know if he's a current day Nuwaubian, but at the time, around the time you see, it says June 7, 2015. It says, yes, Jay Reese created this group. Jay Reese is a Nuwaubian. And Neb said, I kind of figured with the Afroo Oonoo RIP. That's because that's when Jay Reese found the obituary and went crazy and made a whole group that has nothing but 44 members. It's not moving or anything like that. Anyways, next clip. Now if we look here, you can tell this was created by a Nuwaubian, and it's disrespectful. How you make a whole page about the first of the mentally resurrected, and you guys have Dr. York books up there? It's like a slap in the face. That's why I say you guys have no respect. Neither does your teacher. You guys have no respect for no one but your master teacher. You guys are even selling books on this page and selling oils and stuff that is basically, supporting this pedophile. That's a disrespect. But we're gonna keep moving forward. Okay, so here in this group, it is run. Well, the admins are followers of Dr. York and Nuwaubians. Like I said, I'm not really too sure about Jacquees. I haven't, he hasn't been debating. He hasn't been saying much, He has been one of the respectful Nuwaubians, I can say. The female, I did look at her page. She does still support York. And that's just showing proof that, that they know that there's a difference between the two. So you guys don't need to be checking Noonie Boos for the information we putting out. You need to be checking your cult. Okay, so this admin, she came in and said, great research, teamwork. It isn't common knowledge. Many Noonie Boos do not know anything about who Afroo Oonoo is, nothing at all. First of all, Nuwaubians don't know nothing about Afroo Oonoo. We knew about Afroo Oonoo before Jay Reese took it and went crazy, and that's about it. So you guys didn't do any teamwork. All you guys did was try to put up a picture of Afroo Oonoo, then disrespect him by basically, first off, y'all corrupting his works even to this day. Then you guys are selling this pedophile's books and selling oils and things like that in the name of York with Afroo Oonoo's face there. That's disrespectful. So let's move forward. See, this right here is showing that the spell is deep, because she just sat there and said Noonie Boos don't know who Afroo Oonoo really is. Then she asks, Hotep, question. I was told that Afroo Oonoo is a spirit being, not an actual person. What say you? Neb had me cracking up when I seen this. He had to show the picture of Afroo Oonoo. There's a physical picture there. So what do you think he is? What do you think he is? That he's not in the flesh? This is ridiculous. Jay Reese, there we go right there. You see that picture? Jay Reese created the group. He is a Nuwaubian. He is a Nuwaubian. So this is showing that Nuwaubians know that Afroo Oonoo and Dr. York is not the same. Check your cult. Check your cult.
And then in 1970 and in the early 70s, he exploded in population, popularity, and eventually our popularity superseded every black group, including the Nation of Islam in America. In terms of our doctrine, nobody had a doctrine like ours, and nobody could touch our doctrine. So a lot of, and I tell you, a lot of brothers came through and broke off. They studied under Panabab Yanun or Amunnubi Rahkaptah, and then they broke off and started their own groups. And this is what Afroo Oonoo had done.
Okay, so no disrespect to an elder individual, but based on the proof, facts, and evidence that has been produced from many different areas, many different people, Dr. York and Afroo Oonoo and the story that you're trying to tell is not 100% correct. The only thing that he's being honest about is that they are two different people. Based on this whole video of Prince York, it just sounds like there's too many holes in the story, or that is rehearsed, or somebody's making this elder say certain things, because it's not true. There's many times in this video where he says Johnny Eugene Brown or whatever his name is, or Afroo Oonoo or whatever his name is, still disrespecting the deceased. But if this person you know was actually around and all of these things, you should have a clear idea of who this person is. You should have a clear idea. It's not, oh, whatever his name is. That sounds kind of weird to me. But we're gonna listen to the rest of the clip.
Okay, so you said, so the publication company was originally owned by Oba Oyo, who is the older brother of Amunnubi Rahkaptah, yes. Dr. Malachi York, and it was over on Flatbush, and it was given to Amunnubi Rahkaptah because Amunnubi Rahkaptah was writing so many books at the time.
Writing books, and he couldn't put them out fast enough.
And the books he was writing was the 9-ball, counts 1 through 4, as well as Bible interpretation explanation.
Yes, Bible interpretation. I think that was a lot of different volumes.
Got caught again because he said by the early 70s that the Nuwaubian cult, or whatever they went by at the time, blew up. Then he said that's when York started writing the BIAE books and the 9 balls. The BIAE books were published in 67 and 68. And he's talking about the early 70s. The 9 ball counts were written in the 1970s, but it was not by Dr. York. This is what I'm talking about. They just got caught in their lie, and clearly Prince York is dictating a fake story so the man can follow behind him. You gotta see the scheme that's going on in this video. But let's keep moving forward. The elder also got caught in his lie because he said that the Bible interpretations and explanation books had a lot of volumes. It's only 2 booklets. This is proof. This whole story is a setup, because if this elder allegedly knew Afroo Oonoo, he would be the only one speaking. Prince York is trying to dictate a story that doesn't even exist, that he wasn't even present for, and neither was this elder. I'm sorry, but just because somebody is older doesn't mean intelligence comes with that. Anybody would do anything to support their cult leader, and that's what they're doing.
And then the nose ring, book of names, did the hall come for mankind?
So what? So Johnny Eugene Brown, that's what, or Afroo Oonoo is what he's calling himself. Yeah. So he was trying to get the story together. So Johnny Eugene Brown was he an author at this time?
At that time, he was not. He was just another brother seeking knowledge. Nice guy. He wasn't a bad person, but a lot of men have egos, and at that time, he was just another student, just like me and everybody else. We were curious about who is this guy, Amunnubi Rahkaptah, and this new doctrine, this new knowledge that was coming out. It was totally different from what Honorable Elijah Muhammad was teaching.
Yeah.
So I've sat down with him many times, and we've studied the books, Bible interpretation. We rode the subways together back to Penn Station.
Okay, so even though this individual isn't telling a truthful story, only thing that he's saying is that Johnny Eugene Brown and Afroo Oonoo are one and the same. He is lying about saying that Afroo Oonoo had a high ego, because if he had a high ego, he would have made himself known like Dr. York. Nobody knew about Afroo Oonoo until about 4 years after he was deceased, as far as who he was and what he looked like. One thing I cannot prove is if York seen him before or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure York knew who he was. He also knew that he was not the writer of those books. He's put it in letters, period, with his own handwriting. So I decided to scroll down and look at the comments, and guess who's on the first comment under that video? Jay Reese. So here he is. He's saying, "Great work, Prince York. Very, very informative." You cannot be serious. You just made a whole group in 2015 supporting that Afroo Oonoo was born in 1926, which means he wasn't some 20-year-old person in the 70s like the elder is saying. And that obituary that you put in there confirms that he is Afroo Oonoo. It also confirms that he wrote the nature books and all these other things. Like, it's just so hypocritical, and it shows how deep the spell of Yorkism is. It's just real sick. Let's move forward.
Warning: the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
talking about Malachi York, his birthplace, what was Peace Welcome, what was supposedly his birthplace, and what actual knowledge and information is leading towards his actual birthplace. So, again, on Conscious Community Convo, go like, share, and subscribe to her page. They had a conversation last night that I listened to this morning, and the brother was pulling out all kind of information, and you can hear it on her page. He was pulling out information about Malachi Z. York's birthplace, and it was like even his mother didn't say the Sudan, and she said she testified at one point to Ghana. His brothers and sisters and everybody around him, his whole family, basically say, yo, we from Boston, this nigga's from Boston. So I'm like, shit, I'm from Boston too, y'all. So damn, man, I thought you was from the Sudan, nigga. Like, what's up with that? Why you gotta be some fake ass phony shit? You could be from the Bean, and that's that. Farrakhan accept that shit. Malcolm X accept that. Oh, list of other people, man. Shane TV's watch. This is what I mean, guys, when I say a net must be created to catch these individuals. Like Prince York, why you running around and not addressing that shit? They lie just to lie. You right, Van Digital. And then what happens is after that is they got whole groups of people who actually so enamored with the bullshit that they've been teaching them and saying to them over the time, over the years, basically starstruck by these people, thinking that this nigga's from Planet Risk and he's this, that, and the third. I'm gonna tell you what we say here on Earth, nigga, when niggas be talking about where they from. It ain't what planet you from, it's what planet you at. And right now, nigga, you on planet Earth. This ain't Planet Risk. So even if you was from Planet Risk, what does any of that mean, yo? Like, what are you talking about, dog? All of that shit has to be said just to have people fucking following you, G. Like, you look at this nigga, like Sinetta and the rest of them, they're career criminals. And when I mean career criminals, I mean career criminals, not a charge here and there, not a bullshit ass whatever. No, nigga, these niggas is career criminals. And it's like the same thing them preachers do. They take that shit and they spin that shit off into church. And now all of a sudden they're holy. Now all of a sudden he just want to bring the word of God to you, brother. See. Now he's all filled with the love of the Lord and the spirit of the something and the something and the something. But do make sure you donate. You know what I'm saying? They don't ask you to donate. They make sure you donate. That's a big fucking difference. That's like paying some shit. That's like another bill. You got people out here working to make sure their light bill get paid. Sometimes they gotta be cold so they don't bump their heat too much so they can make sure they pay their light bill. And have the money to pay their rent. And have the money to pay their car insurance. And have the money so that if they want to go see a fucking movie or go get a bite to eat, they got that. On top of that, they paying for this nigga to do nothing, to be a professional nothing doer. Like, that's what America's come to. That, like, everyone's a professional nothing doer. That's why you have devastated McNiggas out there in California right now. The McNuggets. They devastated. They're McDevastated. They're McConfused right now. They don't know which McWay to turn.
Dwight York. We have to understand that Dwight York was a troubled youth, right? He was a very troubled youth. From the time he reached his teenage years, He was caught up into a lot of gang activity, just being a wild and really young person, you know. I will say that Dwight York also got a rape charge in the mid to late 60s. Statutory rape charge. Now this is also a point that needs to be remembered, because later on his character re-emerges again as he develops his community, his cult. Dr. York is also arrested for possession of a firearm, or what is called a zip gun. A zip gun. Those of you may not be familiar with what a zip gun is. A zip gun is a ad hoc or a homemade gun. Basically, you take a steel barrel, a spring, a nail, put a bullet in there with a trigger. It's basically a gun that you make, homemade, and you just simply use it, fire it like any other gun. Well, he was caught with that gun and arrested, and that too shows up in his criminal history, right? For these charges right here, York did some time in prison. And then he got out. I would say around the late 60s, early 70s, York gets out of prison. Now, when he gets out of prison, this is when he now synthesizes his hustling, pimping, and Islam. He has a new hustle now, and now his new hustle is religion. In particular, Islam. Now, the beginnings of his community is sort of vague. There isn't much documentation that's still left other than the words of York written in his own publications, which a lot of times is difficult to take because he likes to inflate a lot of things about himself. But we do know from what we do have that his earliest works began in the early 70s, as he says, under a man by the name of Sheikh Dawood. Sheikh Dawood. Now, Sheikh Dawood is a very important person in Islam in America. because it is Sheikh Dawood who is doing a lot of work in the Northeast as far as going out, propagating Islam, and carrying it out to different people. Now, York goes to this man, Sheikh Dawood, and studies under him for a little bit, gains some certificates, and then later uses these certificates to bolster himself, as if he is this learned person. He has this information and that information, not knowing. And Nuwaubians will show you in their publications where Sheikh Dawood gave York certificates, right? But the thing is, these certificates were given out to anyone in the community, and various people have them still to this day. Still to this day. As a matter of fact, you can read about the same certificate, completion of a 3-week study course by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in his biography. He mentions it as well. And like I say, Sheikh Dawood was known throughout the Northeast. New York, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. He was a very influential person. Now, York at this time is sitting under the man, but the man, Sheikh Dawood himself, is not knowing that this man of this character, nor his background, is actually sitting underneath him a sheep in wolf's clothing. And York will show this side of himself with other people as well. All right, so we have Sheikh Dawood. All right, you find my material that I have here on Sheikh Dawood. For those that may not know what Sheikh Dawood looks like, I'll bring it up from a picture that I have here. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. So this is Sheikh Dawood. And Sheikh Dawood was born in 1851, and he lived to 1980. Now I need the audience to keep up with these dates, because a lot of things happened within York's community upon the death of this man, Sheikh Dawood, which I'm going to try to touch on, which I am going to touch on today. All right, here we have, there it is. You see if the camera can get that very well. So that's a picture of Sheikh Dawood, Sheikh Ahmed Faisal Dawood, Dawood Ahmed Faisal. All right, man from Trinidad, an imam from Trinidad. All right, very, very influential. Now, while sitting underneath Sheikh Dawood, York's teaching as far as Islam goes, as far as the theology and what York is teaching, isn't much different than Orthodox Islam or just normative Islam. It isn't much different. I would say about 80 to 90% of it is the same. It isn't until Sheikh Dawood dies in the 80s that York now begins to change his teaching, add more esoteric elements to the teaching, add claims about himself to the teaching, and also really begins to add followers. Okay? It is after Sheikh Dawood dies that York really begins to gain new followers. And Sheikh Dawood dies in the 80s. And York, the height of York's popularity, or the biggest of his community, was under Islam during this period after Sheikh Dawood's death up until about 1993, 94.
And then in 1970 and in the early 70s, he exploded in population, popularity, and eventually our popularity superseded every black group, including the Nation of Islam in America.
Okay? It is after Sheikh Dawood dies that York really begins to gain new followers. And Sheikh Dawood dies in the 80s. In York, the height of York's popularity, or the biggest of his community, was under Islam during this period after Sheikh Dawood's death up until about 1993, 94.
This right here proves that the elder that was speaking in Prince York's video was not being truthful. He said that York started getting all these followers and all this attention like in the early 70s. In the early 70s, York was a student plagiarizer, a student pimp, still trying to find ways and gather up information that he can use. And he made sure he used it after this person had died. Still no respect for the deceased. Let's not forget that York was fresh out of prison, so there's no way.
There's a question. What was the Nuwaubian and the Afroo Oonoo controversy? But that's more Tarnoon and Lane, isn't it?
Yes. The reality is, in a nutshell, I put it to make it as simple as possible. York took on the name Amunnubi Rahkaptah in 1990, and that was his new personification, and that was it. He was not Afroo Oonoo. He even said that in one of the letters, and that's it.
Okay.
Because prior to 1990, he never talked about it. Because prior to 1990, he never talked about it. Bible interpretation, and that's, hold on. We'll put the, put the air on. So he had released, well, he claimed that he released the book Bible Interpretations and Explanations and the Nine Ball in 1967, when nowhere does York have any proof of such a thing. All he does is make the claim, but no proof to support it.
Okay.
Plus, there's more than enough evidence against it. So let's read that hypothesis.
Okay.
So here we go again. It's just too much lies. Like here it's saying that in the 1990s he started using the name Amunnubi Rahkaptah or Rahkaptah because it's not the same spelling or pronunciation how they're saying it. And the Bible Interpretations and Explanations book 1 and 2 was written in 67 and 68. So he waits almost 30 years, 20 something years roughly. And to change his name into, like, why wasn't he saying this from the beginning? That's because he's lying and you all have been fooled. Prince York is fooling people too. Don't think he knows nothing about his father except that that's his blood, that they share blood. His father did not raise him. When his father was on the land in Georgia, he was an infant. So he's not a credible source. Y'all keep talking about evidence, experience, and reasoning. Prince York has no reasoning. Prince York also has no experience on the land or with his father to even speak on these situations. So that means he has no evidence. But yeah, this knocks out all of this crap about Afroo Oonoo, where he was born. Stop asking the same questions. Where he was physically, where his mother and father gave birth to him was in Georgia. Where his bloodline links back to is Sudan. Any African person, woolly-haired African person, anywhere on planet Earth has blood linked to Africa. So if you were born in Alaska, if you were born in Jamaica, if you were born in Mexico, if you were born in Australia, if you were born in Europe, and you have woolly hair by nature, you are African. Your blood links back to Africa. It does not matter where on the earth you are located. So the gig is up.
York's followers believe he's from another planet.
What they say, Native American mythology. You know what I'm saying? My story, mystery. Alright, so Wakanda is a real word. And it's a Native American word. And we are natives to this America.
We're from Orion. Dr. York is from Risk. He's from Orion. What's the deal? It's nothing strange. It's just new to the public. We're from Orion. Dr. York is from Risk. He's from Orion. What's the deal? It's nothing strange. It's just new to the public.
Okay, if you look here, it's basically asking if Dr. York a Native American. Then it says the answer. They will say no. However, whatever the name he went by, formerly known as Dr. Malachi Z. York, is simply York according to his birth certificate. So what this book is basically saying is that he was born in America, because Nuwaubians say that they are native to this America because their parents gave birth to them here, and they are still living in the United States of America. You see the wordplay here? So this book is admitting that he was born in Boston. Now let's look at the birth certificate with the name York on it.
We're from Orion. Dr. York is from Risk. He's from Orion. What's the deal? It's nothing strange. It's just new to the public. We're from Orion. Dr. York is from Risk. He's from Orion. What's the deal? It's nothing strange. It's just new to the public.
We're from Orion. Dr. York is from Risk. He's from Orion. What's the deal? There's nothing strange. It's just new to the public.
Okay, so now when we look here, this is the transcript to the Nature of Nature. All the Introduction to the Nature of Nature books have this inside of them. Of course, with different dates because each book was published at a different time and copywritten at a different time. Okay, so if Dr. York is Afroo Oonoo, then can he show the copyright paperwork in 1996 for this book? Or for any of the books that he claims he wrote, or Nuwaubians are claiming that he wrote? Then it says here, the publishers of this transcript individuality are. The publishers have to be physical people. So when you look at it like this, it says the stars representative, also called Ripu the sun, the planets representative, also called Gipu the earth, and the satellites representative, also called Sipu the moon. These three publishers are responsible for the publishing of this book. I've said this before, who Ripu, Gipu, and Sipu is, who they are. If you remember Nuwaubians, or if Dr. York has record of who these publishers are, you need to provide proof. Nooniboos know who Ripu, Gipu, and Sipu are. And so it's up to you Nuwaubians to prove this. And it also says that it was published by Simu Publishers. Simu actually stands for something. Nooniboos, I don't want you to answer this question. So yeah, this question is for the Nuwaubians. If Dr. York is Afroo Oonoo, he should know, and y'all should know what Simu stands for, and Dr. York should show proof that he had a publishing company called Simu. But the main question is, what does Simu stand for? And I've asked this in 2015, 2016, 2017 to Nuwaubians in the Noon Science versus Nuwaupu Wu Nuwaup group. It's been crickets since then. So if y'all don't know what Simu is, that knocks all of this out of the water. True peace in wartime. Okay, so I'm gonna end my video here. Special shout outs to Chuck Morgan, to Farouk, to all the Nooniboos, to Afroo Oonoo, to Conscious Community Convo, and also to Shame TV.